Ho ho! Hello. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Hello. Welcome to the 4K special. Oh God, it's been so quick. It's been so quick. But yeah, we in fact we're actually a quarter of the way to 5K now, so I'm a bit late. Um, Speaking of being late, I haven't quite booted the game up yet, so you have to bear with me for 1 second. Ah. But we should be okay. Can I go to that mode? I can. I can go to you. I can say I would like to capture you. Thank you. Can I please? Yeah, there we go. And now exit studio mode and Pam. There we go. Actually, you are in the. No, you're in the right place. No, you're in the right place now. All right. There we go. Um, yeah. More K. Ah, I see. Any videos on Tadami Line or Five Circle coming? Yeah, I'm not. I'm very busy at the moment, um, doing various things. Let's do a standard scenario. Um, Partly I'm trying to work on the. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I'm looking for. Where's? Oh, do I not have? Does it have to be in career mode? Okay. It's been a while since I played this. Capital Star, North London, Mildmay line. I don't know why TFL got new names because it's much easier to say Mildmay line than North London line, Richmond to Clapham Junction. I think some of the names are a little bit unwieldy, like suffragette. Nothing against the suffragette movement; it's a fantastic movement. It's a bit, it's a bit. Who knows? Anyway, 70 minutes. Yeah, got time. Let's do it. Um, But it's to help wayfinding, and it makes sense. The principle is sound. Some of the names are a little bit ridiculous, but um, no, let's not start this, Connor. But sorry, go back to the original question. Tadami Line 5 Circle. Yes, all of that stuff will have a video in due course. In due course, but I've got to manage a very busy life. All of those videos, I can only really do stuff on the weekends now, and I've also got script writing for the Sydney stuff and editing on that. Wonder if the name change will be reflected in Dovetail Games' actual release. It already has been. You can go to biglive.dovetailgames.com. The game's paused, so I can. Here we go. Latest news: Transport for London announced new name for overground routes. Um, blah 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 blah. As a result, we'll be referring to this forthcoming add-on by its new name, London Overground Suffragette Line, Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside, on store pages, in articles, and on social media. There you go. What am I doing? I'm doing. Oh, I need to. Got everything. I need to launch the Raildriver 64-bit. Maybe that will work. Maybe, maybe not. Um, is this Raildriver compatible? Maybe, perhaps. Is it? Run as administrator. Yes. Raildriver. Okay. Thank you. Are you gonna work? No. No. No Raildriver? No Raildriver. Okay. Do we really have no Raildriver? Really? 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 Is this something to do with the Oh god, has that launched Oh, we got a vertex buffer. Alright. Fantastic. The game's crashed. I might just launch the 32-bit version. Um No, Connor, let's not do this. Connor Young. Let's not. How much do you think Skyhook will charge? Probably normal price. Is that gonna come up? No. Capital Star, North London Line, Quattro service. Please, no, no. Hopefully a discount. I hope so. I should hope it be free, but I would doubt that. Right. Ah, so the rail driver does work. That's nice. But that is incredibly loud. So, can I? Where's? I cannot change the audio controls. That is just fantastic. Right. What are we doing? We're loading passengers. We are getting the lights on. There we go. Stratford service. Can I get instrument lights? No, it's not Armstrong Powerhouse. Don't expect that luxury. A little bit of brake. I think that should be more or less everything. Oh. There we are in sunny Richmond. You can't see anything. Oh, yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot, aren't I? Yeah, don't mind that. That's because Windows, well, it's a separate executable. There you go. Oh, fantastic. Kew Gardens is next. Oh, speeding. Nothing to see. Have you never heard of, had any interest in Aussie trains? Really enjoyed the video on the Tangars. Oh, I'm glad you did. And yeah, I'm working on more of them because they, my gamble has paid off. And I had a little bit of script writing just before I started the stream. For the next video. No, let's not. Let's... Right. First timeout of the stream. Will it be the last? Hopefully. Up to 35 miles an hour. Next stop is Kew Gardens. Wasn't a gamble. The video is well made and enjoyable. Well, I mean, I really try my best to make those sort of long-form videos the best they can be. But it was a bit of a gamble in that I wasn't sure if... Because I had one video like that did really well, and is now my most viewed video after only like a month, and continues to get hundreds of views a day, well above anything that I would expect normally. But I didn't know if I could repeat that, so I just wanted to make sure. But the Tangara video has done very well, and it is raking in thousands of views every day, even still now. So I'm going to keep pushing forwards. Does New South Wales still have the capability to build trains? In some ways, yes. We build locomotives, like freight locomotives. Both UGL and Downer do. Is that too loud? I just dropped the volume on that. Oh my goodness. Right, 5 minutes, off you go. Passenger trains, it would require a lot of money to set up a passenger train manufacturing industry again. But it's certainly possible, and it wouldn't be we wouldn't be able to have 100% local content. It would need to be imported parts. Those default QG rail running sounds don't sound good. They don't. They really don't. This is a pretty horrific route by today's standards, but I thought I should return to the roots. And we're early as well, which is an added bonus. Neutral and doors. HUD down. I need the horn, please. It sounds dreadful, but I can. And that's it. There's no finesse over that. It's just... Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Sounds really beautiful. Be interesting to see how Downer does with the new trains that are going to be built in Queensland. Well, imported parts, I would imagine, will be quite a significant component. I was looking at that today or yesterday, I can't even remember. Certainly an ambitious plan. I would expect it turns out to be sort of similar to the Velocity situation, where they're sort of assembled locally, but most of the actual component manufacturing happens elsewhere. Do I have... No, that's the whistle. The worst sounds are the East Coastway 377 and the original Southeastern High Speed 375. Why is this your YouTube profile picture if it is awful? Because my YouTube profile picture hasn't changed ever. Since, what, like 2017 or something. Congratulations on the 4K. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Right, Gunnersbury is next. What's that flickering light? Oh, line. Okay, that's probably a good thing to keep on. Right over the Thames. Is that? No, that's not DSD. No, that's a door closing sound effect. Okay. Thank you. What's speeding? I don't know what you're talking about. The door sounds are bugged and delayed. Yeah, of course they are. The Dovetail Games product. I just watched the trailer for Train Planet a few hours ago. It might be worth checking it out. I have. It looks actually very impressive. And that, along with Simrail, is certainly a competitor that, looks to be a reasonably serious competitor to Dovetail. Which is good, because hopefully Dovetail will, get their arse into gear and start addressing the problems that many people, including myself, have been pointing out for years now. Anyway, I'll try not to do the rambling. What Dovetail Direct are you most looking forward to? Oh, God. I think you mean the Suffragette line. Look, the Goblin is interesting. Tadami line is interesting. Semmeringbahn is interesting. San Bernardino is not. It's going to be an incredibly boring route. Hang on, I'm in neutral. Oh, nothing to see there. Yeah, announcements is a bit nasty. I hope the PIS is at least somewhat accurate. Yeah, I know driving trains, but there's something about the San Bernardino line. It runs in the middle of a motorway for most of the line and is dead straight and single track and just very boring overall. One thing I find interesting is how the Adventure cab interiors look similar to the S stock. That's because most of the that's only really true for the 710s and the 345s because TFL have their own cab standard interiors. Like you'll notice that the emergency stop buttons and the traction control handles are the same with 345, 710s and S stocks, and like 09 stock and things like that. But if you want to look at a like a 720 or a 730, oh my god, you never learn. Right, 10 minutes. Then they'd be sort of more similar to what you'd expect from a regular train in Britain. Probably the only licensed Dovetail game still has in the US. I would not be surprised. Thank you, thank you. Right, and at the next station we're going to have to do our power changeover. Okay. Despite wanting an adventurer and having ridden on one myself, I'll not be picking up the Goblin because of the linearity, short route length, and lack of a 378. Yeah, I don't know. If I hope they do more overground stuff in the future. I'd really love an East London line. I'd really like an East London line. I'd really like a North London line. I hope the adventurers will layer onto Watford DC. Who knows? Not surprised you're on 4K, as is awesome content, and your views on Dovetail Games as a whole. Well, thank you. Oh, it's always terrifying just popping out and seeing someone's hair. Like, Jesus Christ. That is horrific. GW Remaster, they don't have a Great Western license though. For you, how important is it to have the train operating logos? Saw this. Not overly, because someone will make them. Well, for me personally, I don't care too much. But not because I don't care about the licensing, I do, and I want everything to be proper. More because I'm on a platform where I can just mod that in. So, you know, like Isle of Wight 2022, they couldn't get a Southwestern license, so instead they just did some fake thing. But I got a mod that has the proper livery, and so it's not a big deal. But if I was a console player, I would have a completely different opinion, and I understand why people get so antsy about that. Goblin and North London, more variety. Yeah, sure. The Class 378 train whistle sounds like an underground train. I mean, yeah, probably because they might have reused a whistle off a underground train. Best way to keep an eye out on future content is not to check on the forums because they don't publish things until like right before they're ready to release them generally nowadays. Certainly when they officially confirm something, then they'll put it there. But generally we know about things long before they're going to release. Right, power changeover. The game's going to prompt us to do that in a second. So we're going to go shoes up. And, oh, just pan up. Okay. Sure. Pantograph up? It is. Good. I do not have the AP enhancement pack that requires, and I don't play this route frequent enough to warrant that. So, favourite route in Train Sim World? Watch my route tier list video. Probably, I don't know, Blackpool? Or s-bahn? Tell you what, though, what was interesting in Dovetail Direct was the amount of third parties. And I suspect most of them are just single people trying to, just make stuff. But hopefully a few of them are teams. Hopefully one of them's Australian. My God, I would love that so much. But, probably not. I'll live with it. I've already done that. Oh, my goodness. Right, forwards. Off you go. Direct announced Alan Thompson's sim as a third. Well, we've known Alan Thompson's sim for ages now. They've been on the roadmap for quite some time. Even in an official capacity, I think. What do I want? I want roadmap. Roadmap, December roadmap. Release date to be confirmed. This was from December and it says route Alan Thompson's sim. TSC can look so much better than that, but going to cost you a lot more than Train Sim World Deluxe. Oh, yeah. And I've got some routes that look fantastic in this game, but I've got some routes that look horrendous in it, like this one. I'm playing this just because, I like the overground. If I was in charge of Dovetail Games, what 3 routes would you bring to the game? Something in Sydney? A New York subway. I mean, if I could do anything, something in Sydney, a New York subway route. Paris Metro, maybe? They've sort of, I mean, in regards to the Australia stuff, some of it they've claimed they can't do for licensing, but I really don't believe that, because I know Sydney Trains is, like, they've had many TV shows made about them, and I struggle to see a world in which Sydney Trains, of all, would be stingy enough to deny someone's license. You once persuaded your ex that Manu from My Kitchen Rules used to be a Paris Metro train driver. I'd do West Coast Way, West Coast Main Line, and East Coast Main Line South. We've already got East Coast Main Line South. But we've already got the whole... Oh no, for Trains and World, sorry. I'm getting confused. He used to be a circus performer. And this, of course... Watford, DC. Not Watford, oh my god, I'm so... Willesden Junction on the Watford, DC. That's... Jesus. This is the chord up to North London Line. And this would be the chord to the East Coast, West Coast Main Line? Yes. Or sort of Willesden, not Willesden, the Alstom plant, whatever it is. Willesden TMD is here. And has, of course, the connection to the Bakerloo there. And don't think it has a connection to the North London line. I think they have to come into the Bay platform and then back out with 2 power changeovers. Right, ready to go. Queensland Rail has been working with Netflix for a show in a TV series based in Brisbane doing filming on a train. Yeah. Jesus Christ, okay. From what I've heard, they've only asked 2 operators in Australia. Oh, there you go. They say, oh, Australia's too hard. They've only asked 2 people. Oh well. Okay, get back up to 45. Oh. I've found Sim Classic, you can get caught out by speeding and overruns very quickly. Like, you get points deducted. Whereas in Train Sim World, you just don't get any points added. So you can basically speed all the time, as long as you stop accurately and on time, and you'll always get platinum. But if you, in this game, if you were to do the same thing, you'd end up with negative points very quickly. Okay. Is the Harlem Line or Clinchfield Railroad any good? Harlem Line's okay. Grand Central is a bit disappointing, but at least you get 2 trains with it and a little spur off to the Hudson Line. There's some interesting service patterns. Some drives take an hour, some drives take only half an hour. Clinchfield is... I quite like Clinchfield. I don't play it much, but when I do, I can tolerate it. Normally, I hate US freight stuff, but Clinchfield is interesting because it's old heritage. Well, what now be heritage units, B units, old style SD40s. It's very different, and it's a proper network as well. There are many different spurs. But if you were deeply bored by US freight, then perhaps don't get Clinchfield. What you could... Well, it depends what platform you're on, actually. Oh, it might be an overrun. Yeah. First of the day. Uh-huh. I don't think I get a points deduction for that, though. Would you want to see locos like the GP7, SD7, GP9, SD9 and train? I think we've already got a GP9 chop nose. What are they? The GP9 RM. Sure, maybe. I'd be quite interested to have things like a genset shunter in. I mean, I've got this idea, sort of, that they could really overhaul shunting by basically just giving you a list of things that need to go where and let the player figure everything out. Because shunting at the moment is fairly boring with, you just push this thing to hit here and then it tells you to do that and it tells you to do this. And if you do it the wrong way, it won't like that. Whereas, figuring out how to do it yourself, I think would be quite fun. But sure, I'd like to see that. If Dovetail Games want to milk the market even more, why don't they make a train game for mobile phone? Because no mobile phone would be able to run like anything like that. Oh, bollocks. And also storage, right? Phones have very little storage, and you would fill that up very quickly. So they'd need to cut back on quality, and as well as that, it would have to be really dumbed down. Because you don't have a keyboard or a mouse, so everything needs to be simplified. Each route in a mobile game would be a different game. Indeed, it would be. It's like saying, why isn't there a mobile version of GTA? Because it's just too big. Why isn't there a mobile version of... I don't know. GTA? No, but not like a GTA 5. Not the full game. There's too many controls to be simplified onto a... touchscreen. My god, the station spacing is very tight here. they model West Hampstead Thameslink? Maybe. Have a look. So this is the Thameslink station, is it? Yes. On the mid... no. Is it Mildmay line? Who knows? And this is West Hampstead's Jubilee, which is decidedly less well built. It is insane that it's like 0.4 miles between stations. Like, that is... most modern metros wouldn't be able to do that. There's a wider gap to Hampstead Heath. There you go. Off we trot. You have done a pass? No. Really don't have very many routes for this game. Like, I bought the Class 90, but I can't get it to work. Like, the brakes don't work. At all. I've tried many times, they just... maybe I'll try on the 64-bit, but it just doesn't work. What's that for? Morpeth board. Uh-huh. Right, straight into Hampstead Heath. What's your favourite season to drive in Train Sim World? Never been asked that before. Don't know. Maybe winter? Haven't really noticed it making much of a difference outside of places where it snows. But usually it's just whatever season it currently is. Oh! Okay, Gospel Oak. Bit quick through there. Bye points. Right, Gospel Oak. The Gospel Oak 2 barking line on the left there. What's the frequency of this line? Oh! Oh dear. So 4 trains now Dalston to New Cross, 4 trains now Dalston to Clapham, 4 trains now Highbury to Crystal, 4 trains now Highbury to Croydon, which makes for what? 16 trains per hour between Dalston and Surrey Quays, which is good frequency. And then it's 4 trains an hour from Richmond to Stratford, 4 trains an hour Clapham to Stratford. So 8 trains an hour between Willesden and Stratford. 4 trains an hour Euston to Watford. 4 trains an hour Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside. 2 trains an hour Enfield to Liverpool Street. 2 trains an hour Cheshunt to Liverpool Street. 4 trains an hour Chingford to Liverpool Street. And 2 trains an hour Romford to Upminster. Thoughts on the adventure? They're alright. Open this. So I've got Kentish Town, Camden Road, Caledonian Road in Barnsbury, Highbury and Islington, Canonbury, Dalston, Kingsland, Hackney Central, Homerton, Hackney Wick, and Stratford. Stratford will be in 25 minutes. but not a quick journey. Off we trot. Right, we've got to come down to 20 in a moment. I think that's because there's a junction here. Freight lines, isn't there? Or with a freight line. Yeah, there it is. And bye-bye the rest of my points. Okay, and swing to Camden Road. Oh, bollocks. Come on. There you go. Hello, ZGov. Thoughts on the Trump sneakers? Oh, man. I've pre-ordered them. I love Trump. I can't. I really want to support. You know, he's going through a period of immense financial hardship. You know, it's very hard to be a billionaire and have to pay 300 million because you're a fraud. Very hard. What's your opinion on Formation Designer? Haven't played around with it yet. Haven't actually played Train Sim World since... Oh, in weeks. I'm just too busy. I don't like how you can't split certain MUs up yet. Can you not? They're probably going to retort by saying, oh, well, that's how it happens in real life. Who knows? Such an awful sound. Can't even get the 43s without the coaches. Ah! Just went on a class 465 and a 395 for the first time. Oh, nice. Right. Doors. What's going up here? Center player, please. So that's what, St. Pancras, yeah. Without the middle platforms, that's sure. So this, we come off on this side, then out there, in the middle, as opposed to just running both on this line? Does that be... Ah, so that singles, and then goes out. Surely that could be, like, you could just cut that in there and cut that in there. But okay. It's an interesting track layout, that's for sure. And then it sort of normalizes a bit. There's really not much of a connection between the North London and East London lines there. Anyway, we shall proceed. The train guy 4. Yes, hello. Yeah. Do you think we should get the 710 layered on the Bakerloo line? Yes. That wasn't quite right. Huh? What happened? What have I done wrong? Is that gonna kick me out? Or what? No. What? I'm faultless. What are you talking about? Rename the channel to... Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Ah ha ha ha. I get it because it's funny. Hee hee hee. What does the 4 mean? Nothing. It means nothing. I put that there many years ago to make it, I don't know, unique or something. Oh, trains indeed. Haha. Symbolic. Yeah, very, very symbolic. Holds so much value. Happy 4K. Thank you. Off the trot. Is that something on the East London line? Oh! Something is on the East London line. Snuck it away. Put shorts content on TikTok. No. Oh, on a train guy 69. No. See? Tee-hee! No, is that a 5-car train? No. All still 4-car. No, not speeding. You love Rishi Sunak. So do I, man. I love Rishi. Best politician. Best Prime Minister the UK's ever had. You know, at Network North, we're going to be building roads on the south coast. That's great policy. Divert HS2 funds to filling potholes that have already been filled. Jokes about nowadays kids and their short attention span problem. I'm not sure I believe the short attention span thing. It's just a way of... TikTok is just a way of sort of expressing a short attention span that we already have. Like, most people don't watch more than a minute of a YouTube video. Peppa Pig World. Have you been to a Peppa Pig World? He's on a personal mission to rehabilitate the image of Margaret Thatcher by making her look grounded and reasonable. I mean, you can fault Maggie on a lot of things, but not having, you know, thinking that privatising BR... Even Maggie didn't want to privatise the railways. That's respectable. That's respectable. Her fucking successors, though. Be good if the cameras worked. Which cameras? When you have Peppa Pig World and Train Sim World. I love Peppa Pig World. Have a look. Peppa Pig World. Peppa Pig World. Peppa Pig World. It's not even the name of the park. It's just a part of a park. Huh. Holy shit, that's fucking terrifying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You must have a look at this. If I say display capture. Peppa Pig World for you. There you go. And that's not what I want. I want you. The in-cab... Oh, well, yeah. Good morning, Richie Rail. And hello, the Diamond 11. Safe streets in Peppa Pig World. Yeah, Peppa Pig's on top of crime. There's legal weed as well in Peppa Pig World. You know, Peppa Pig's very chill. What has this stream become? Don't worry, don't worry. I'm not advocating for Greens politics. I would never. I'm a huge Trump, Rishi, Maggie supporter. I hate Greens politics. I'm still concerned with the new naming for the Yellow Lions. Yeah, I discussed this at the beginning of the stream. I like the principle. Some of the names are a bit unwieldy, though. Most of them are okay. I think a lot of the opposition is just people don't like change. Like Mildmay isn't awful. Windrush isn't awful. I mean, they're short names. I don't think the meaning is really there, but it's fine. Suffragette. I mean, I know where they're coming from. I know why they've done it. And obviously, you'd have to be a monster to dislike the suffragette movement. But I think it's a little bit too long a name, perhaps. What was the other one? There's the Weaver line. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, at least it's 2 syllables. Lioness. Meh, okay. Liberty, I'm not a fan of, but it's on a really irrelevant line, so it doesn't matter. Train Gut 4 has tickets to the Kanye benefit concert to pay Trump's fine. Is full MAGA. I am. You know, personally, I'm going to vote for Peter Dutton. It's like they're named to piss as many people off as possible. You say that they were named with very extensive community consultation, so that's not really true in any way. And what's particularly offensive about them, like, I get people like I don't like the suffragette line because I think it's just too long. It's got too many syllables. But I don't understand if any of it being offensive per se. Like, one of them is named after a hospital that caters for people with HIV, for Christ's sake. I mean, they're good causes. I mean, it's not like they picked, you know, fucking Tucker Carlson line, is it? I don't know. I know why people say it should be goblin, because it's already nice and succinct, but if you don't know what goblin means, then it might be a bit of a stupid... I mean, I know all of us will know what goblin means, but if you're just a random bloke, you think goblin, you know, why are they called their line after some mysterious creature? I love Tucker Carlson and his truth-spreading agenda. I do too. Bakerloo is a mash-up name and it works. Yes, but Bakerloo doesn't mean anything. And it doesn't. Whereas goblin already means something. It means something that people generally don't associate with good things. You think a goblin, you think, you know, hurrying around stealing coins from some fucking mythical castle. Congrats on 4K. Thank you. No, I mean it. I don't know. I think it's a little bit long for a name, a bit unwieldy, but time will tell. Time will tell. Is a 710 in TS Classic? No. Might scare old Barry. Yeah. But, like, the people who claim it's virtue signalling, they can go fuck themselves, really. Somehow everything's virtue signalling in this world. Right, crawling round in Hackney Wick. No. You've been confined to your local town for Saturday to Wednesday because the East Coast digital program. Short-term pain for long-term gain is all I can say. It will be worth it in the end. Come on. There you go. Off we go. Next stop, Stratford. Another train. Good, the ECML signalling project thing is getting done. Yeah, East Coast Digital program. Trains can run faster. Indeed it is. And closer together, and more safely, and cheaper. You know, there's a significant upfront cost, but the long-term benefit is more reliable service because there's less things to go wrong. Modern technology, yeah, it's much cheaper to maintain. At what top speed? I think 140, because that's the maximum speed of the IETs. So 225 kilometers an hour. But in theory, if the track is straight, then you can go up to, I think ETCS is designed to handle 500 kilometers an hour. So, yeah. So basically, the problem with the current color light signaling is that you can't go over 200 kilometers an hour, or you can't read the signals. So the signaling is the current limitation. But if you upgrade the signaling, suddenly it does not become the limitation. And you can run as fast as the overhead line will allow, or the train will allow, or the tracks will allow. So the starting limit is 140, but if they upgrade the overhead lines, if they straighten the tracks, if they install high-speed turnouts and the such, then they could, in theory, go, 300, 320, 350 as fast as they like. And hopefully, if the project's successful, they'll roll it out onto other main lines. Because the other thing is that you can put marker blocks closer together and they don't have an impact on the frequency, because if you have color light signals closer together, the break distance is then reduced, so you have to lower the speed limit in some cases. Whereas with ETCS level 2, which is what they're using, you can have as many markers as close as you want, because this train knows like 15 or 10 kilometers ahead of it all the time, so it knows when it has to stop next, and is always planning for that. So break distance is no longer an issue either. And that means you can run more trains closer together faster. Because there's a capacity benefit, safety benefit, reliability benefit, cost benefit. And the only downside is it's expensive to install. I think the current Pendolino beacons that they use are derived from ETCS anyway. I think. Don't quote me on that. So who knows there? That is one wacky roof. Certainly the that wasn't quite right. Oh no. 0 XP. Oh no. See, I don't see it as much of a problem. And also, they want to remove the sort of tilting stuff. They want to upgrade the line speed up to 125 without tilting. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I read somewhere that that was the plan. All rail tours require ETCS. Yeah, but they've already done that for Flying Scotsman, I think. They've already grabbed that with an equipment box for ETCS. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this stream. Thank you so much for 4,000 subscribers. I will see you all next time. Um, whenever, whenever. Yeah, that'll be Friday. Friday, yes. Yeah, indeed. See ya. Have a nice whatever. And thanks for 4K.